Incumbent and former presidents of the Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, Bako, Sahakyan, and Arkadiy Gukasyan have sent a letter to Armenia's Prosecutor General Artur Davtyan asking to commute the decision on remanding Armenia's ex-president Robert Kocharyan in custody. In their letter, Sahakyan and Ghukasyan recalled that May 9th marks the victory in the Great Patriotic War, the liberation of Shushi, and the day of Karabakh Defense Army, and which traditionally brings together all former heads of Karabakh. They hope all three leaders of Karabakh, including former President Kocharyan, will be present during the events. Sahakyan and Ghukasyan said they are ready to provide guarantees in connection with his release during the entire period of the trial. Armenian lawmakers on Tuesday held the second reading debates on the package of bills on making amendments and addenda to the law on the structure and activities of the government. According to this package, the number of ministries shall reduce from the current 17 down to 12. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan's My Step Alliance said they would vote for this legislative initiative proposed by the government. As before, the Bright Armenia Party is categorically against the new version of the government proposed structure. The inability of bringing the country's power structures under parliamentary oversight has neutralized all previous excuses by the ruling alliance, said Ani Samsonian, an MP from the Bright Armenia faction in parliament. The Prosperous Armenia faction is also against the bill. The Armenia-US Strategic Dialogue meeting was held Tuesday at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Armenia. The Armenian delegation was led by Deputy Foreign Minister Grigor Hovhannisyan and the U.S. delegation by George Kent, Deputy Assistant Secretary in the European and Eurasian Bureau at the U.S. Department of State. Armed terrorists dropped missiles on the Eskuran village of Kesap, Syria, and in some other areas on Monday, Kansasar Armenian newspaper wrote. It reported that 3 missiles were dropped in the area, and 2 Kesap Armenians were injured and immediately transferred to the hospital in Latakia. Prime Minister of Armenia Nikol Pashinyan will leave for ARTSAKH on the occasion of the 27th anniversary of the liberation of Shushi, his office reported. Pashinyan will participate in the respective festivities in ARTSAKH. Ex-President of Armenia, Sir Sarkisyan, will also leave for ARTSAKH, the office of his Republican Party of Armenia said in a statement. However, Sarkisyan's participation in the festivities hasn't been announced yet.